open letter to the female politicians of the Irish Parliament.
Yes.
I'd like to tell you a story. Prologue. Savita and Praveen are happy. They are expecting a girl, excited to raise their daughter somewhere where she won't have to worry about gun running or running from someone who would treat her like less than human. India to Ireland seemed like a good move. Chapter 1, Friday, Savita feels a little sick, she doesn't go to work. Chapter 2, Sunday, she tells Praveen she's going to the hospital, her back aches. Chapter 3, she's admitted and doctors admit that life is running down her legs. Chapter 4, she asks them to save her, maybe she could have another child. Chapter 5, it's not the hospital's Catholic inclination that prevents them from doing so, but your nation's 1861 legislation. 152 years is too long to go without reform. There are others, like Savita, women bleeding from Glasgow to Galway, crying all the way, gotta take a ferry to go somewhere. They have rights to be a castaway. The guilt will eat at them until Judgment Day, and they will never tell a soul. Women of the Irish Parliament, you are few. I hear less than 15%. When you don't represent women like Savita, you tell me you are comfortable with scrutiny and subjugation, to give up your body, let them do what they want with it. The line goes very fine between worth it and woman. Savita was flailing and you wouldn't cut an unborn heart already ailing. I wish you would tell your government it was none of their fucking business. Get out of her family. She came to you for a better life. You stripped away her power like paint thinner. Everything Savita had worked for was gone. She was no longer human when you surrendered her body, left her dying on your lawn. Nothing could be more violent than this, a woman loving and loved, being bureaucratized to death under fluorescent lights, organs failing her, society dictating her. Chapter 6, that next Sunday Savita was killed from both inside and out. Biology and democracy collided, conspired, and fell apart. When I read about her death and you defending it, I'm disquieted, feel violated, silenced, like Praveen when he begged the doctors himself, silenced, like any woman who's had to travel to another country. No one should need to control their body, illegally silenced, like Savita was, after all her pain and punctuation, with the sheet that covered her face. You must see the people marching on the streets in front of your parliament, screaming, never again. Savita's face raised like the Ayatollahs. They hope this will provoke change. One less Indian woman in Ireland. Will the laws tighten or will they loosen? I'm not there with them, but this is me saying never again. Savita is a beacon and we will never fall silent in her.